The 90-Day Fiance drama just reached a whole new level, and to be honest, fans can't stop talking about it. The story between Lisa and Daniel has already been one of the most talked about this season, but it has now taken an unexpected turn. In Nigeria, what was once viewed as a traditional ritual is now being questioned as something far more serious. Although many were doubtful from the start, the recent tell-all show created a controversy. Did Daniel secretly turn it into a traditional marriage without Lisa knowing, or was Lisa just a part of a soul-cleansing ritual? Keep on reading to know more about this case. In a recent episode of 90-Day Fiance, Lisa and Daniel's relationship has clearly worsened. Daniel's behavior drastically changed after she returned to the US. He stopped working as hard and stopped visiting her as often. Lisa started to doubt his intentions as his calls became less frequent. When Faith, her daughter, found out that Daniel had saved a Nigerian number as his wife in his email, the situation worsened. Faith got a harsh answer when she called that number and revealed Lisa's relationship. Lisa confronted Daniel in the final, but he hesitated to give conclusive answers. Lisa called it her breaking point and ended the relationship after feeling tricked and emotionally exhausted. It seems that Lisa may have fallen onto something she didn't completely understand at once. What she thought was a small step in their relationship gradually grew into something far more serious. Daniel made her feel trustworthy and comfortable. The truth might have been quite different. Lisa may have been tricked into participating in something a lot more serious than she expected. But when Lisa went to Nigeria and participated in what she thought was a ritual of soul cleansing, things became serious. A priest led her through a ceremony in the village setting seen in the video. He asked her to bring offerings, such as yams, and gave her 2 black dolls. One represented her, and the other her husband. The shocking part was when the priest asked her to repeat things after him, and she kept saying things like, "Me and my husband is one forever and ever, no man, no woman put asunder." She completed the rite by kissing the dolls. Lisa said she never believed it was a wedding at tell-all. She said that she wasn't even officially divorced at the time, didn't sign any papers, and didn't receive a ring. Daniel, on the other hand, claimed that their marriage was traditional. Things were heated at the moment. Trisha, a Nigerian cast member, bluntly called him a liar and charged Daniel with manipulating Lisa. Lisa said that she didn't realize the ritual meant marriage, and she seemed shocked. But Daniel refused to give up. He said that Lisa was there, followed all instructions, and didn't express any objection throughout the ritual. She accepted being his wife, he said. Fans are even more divided than before. Did Lisa ignore the warning signs, or was she really ignorant? Moreover, did Daniel successfully cover up a wedding as a harmless ritual? 90-Day Fiancé star Sophie Sierra surprised fans once again with her unpredictable behavior. She has already been making headlines for her messy journey with her co-star, Pedro Jimeno, on The Single Life Season 5. The TLC star has confused the latter with her chaotic personality. Sophie isn't ready to get exclusive with Pedro and is exploring other options. But she seems to have dialed her ex, Rob Warne, after kissing another man. Yes, the TLC star called her soon-to-be ex-husband after accusing him of calling her with unknown numbers at night. Sophie is exploring new dating options on The Single Life. She isn't rushing into any relationship and is taking careful steps before committing to anyone. But the reality TV star appears unable to let go of her past. Sophie Sierra returned to 90-Day Fiancé to get back into the dating pool. She connected with her co-star Pedro, and they instantly sparked a chemistry. The TLC star ignored all the red flags and decided to keep it casual. Meanwhile, Pedro was planning his whole future with Sophie. He introduced her to his family and asked her to be exclusive. The reality TV star got upset when he learned that she was exploring other options. However, Sierra decided to bring Pedro back to reality when he started throwing tantrums. She made it clear that they are not exclusive and she has the right to explore other options. The TLC star wanted time with Jimeno, but Sophie feels she can hang out with others as well until she wants to settle down. Sophie Sierra initially kept Pedro in the dark about her messy dynamics with Rob. She only told him that they broke up, and her ex was the worst husband. However, the 90-Day Fiancé star's parents were in disbelief when he learned that they were still in touch. Sophie admitted to hooking up with Rob after their breakup and claimed that he still calls her with unknown numbers at 4 a.m. because she blocked him. Well, Sophie seems to have done something similar while trying to move on. Recently, TLC shared a glimpse of the upcoming Between the Sheets episodes to tease the drama about to unfold soon. In it, Sophie was kissing her new man during a date. She was watching the clip with her co-star, Julia, as they shared the couch. The TLC star stated, "I was so drunk that night that I don't know what happened in the car ride back home." However, Julia admitted knowing everything she had done because she told her. She told her co-star, called her ex Rob, while she was drunk. As per 90 Day Fiance Alexa Pomegranate, Sophie was shocked to know that she had dialed her estranged husband. Fans were in disbelief when they found out she had called her former partner. They know how she accused Rob of calling her at night, even though she blocked him. The 90 Day Fiancé stars have been in an on-and-off relationship for a long time. Fans are waiting to know what happened after the call and everything Sophie said in a drunk state. The 90 Day Fiancé stars Emma and Elise didn't just randomly snap at each other during Before the 90 Days Tell-All segment. Well, it seems that Rob Warne was all along the way, and there's a lot of history that didn't really air on the show. While Rob wasn't part of the noted season, they made sure that his name still popped up and women fought for him. An insider recently spilled some shocking tea about what really happened between Elise and Emma. The source further revealed how these two were connected to Rob Warne. Is this true? Keep on reading to learn more about this controversy. 90 Day Fiancé recently dropped a sneak peek of the upcoming Tell-All segment, and it featured Emma having a word with Elise and claiming, "I found out you tried to hook up with him." The latter wasn't ready to accept the accusation and called it crazy. She further claimed that she didn't know whom to trust and burst into tears. But Elise didn't take a step back either. Elise told Emma that he was not even her boyfriend and that he had the right to do whatever he wanted in his life. She further wondered why the latter was blaming her when it wasn't her fault at all. This is when Forrest overheard this conversation and told Aviva and Laura, "I think Josh slept with Emma." But it seems that it wasn't about Josh, but about Rob Warne. 90 Day Fiancé viewers watched Emma and Elise fight over a guy in the teaser, but none of them actually took anyone's name. Hence, fans were wondering who was the root cause of this catfight. But little did they know that it was none other than Rob Warne. A famous blogger, Shabuti, recently claimed that Elise and Emma were actually fighting over Rob. The noted source pointed out that Rob Warne is also in LA, and he even shares history with Elise. Hence, all of this could actually make a lot of sense. Moreover, the blogger claimed that Emma and Rob secretly hooked up. Though they aren't in a committed relationship, it seems that they had a one-time thing. This is the reason Emma and Elise were having issues. When it comes to Elise's history with Rob, everyone who watched Hunt for Love is well aware of the drama. The former even struck a deal of giving Warne a glimpse of her assets in exchange for a kiss. She had a steamy session with Rob on the show before the latter moved on to Jennifer Terrazona. However, it is evident that viewers are all up for this tea. A user wrote, "Plot twist I was not expecting." Another one added, "Either way, the screaming." Enough. The 90 Day Fiancé fandom has witnessed Joshua's romantic connection to Elise blossoming into a full-fledged relationship. Just like every other relationship, the path leading to that relationship was not easy at all. They had their fair share of ups and downs. Therefore, their storyline on the show was full of explosive drama and various fierce altercations. However, there was one person who did not let balance slip away. He had thoroughly entertained the fandom with his quirky nature and loud laugh. This person is none other than Joshua's roommate, Chris. The fandom loved him from the very beginning. Moreover, they shipped him more with Joshua than they shipped Joshua and Elise together. Now, in a surprising turn of events, Chris faces conviction for importing cocaine. The 90 Day Fiancé fandom has witnessed various friendships over the years. Many of those friendships had stolen many hearts as well. On Before the 90 Days Season 8, the fandom got such a friendship. It is none other than Joshua and his roommate, Chris. He would be everywhere when Joshua and Elise spent time together at his rental. He would always awkwardly laugh and then excuse himself to leave the lovebirds alone. Many fans particularly often talked about the day Elise landed and went for drinks with the boys. At the bar, Joshua raised a toast to Chris, expressing how much he anticipated his arrival and how glad he was that Chris showed up. Thus, many fans started shipping them and called Elise the third wheel. The 90 Day Fiance fandom knows Chris as a happy, outgoing, and loud guy. His fun-loving persona quickly won him the fandom's good graces. Many fans pointed out various concerning details regarding Joshua, but none against Chris. However, as reality seeps in, Chris seems to have a way darker side than anyone could have imagined. The things the fandom suspected Joshua of were actually done by Chris. People suspected Joshua of being a coke addict, with various disturbing details coming to light. However, turns out that Chris is now facing conviction for importing cocaine. Once, news broke that some Canberra natives were facing criminal charges. Apparently, the court found them guilty of importing roughly 50 grams of cocaine for a group buy. One of the pictures in that news article was none other than Chris. Many fans are now at a loss for words in the wake of these recent developments. Turns out, Joshua was not the only bad influence. His best friend and roommate was also involved. Since the news broke, it has sparked a severe frenzy among the 90 Day Fiancé fandom. The news, however, is from 2016. Therefore, many fans are arguing that Chris might have chosen reform. But given Joshua's circumstances, most of the fandom thinks otherwise. Jamal Menzies is still struggling to fix his relationship with his mom, Kimberly, on 90 Day Fiancé, The Single Life. He is focusing on finding his sister and fixing their family dynamics. The TLC star opened up about the challenges they have been facing in the search. Jamal was heartbroken when he learned about his secret siblings. He couldn't believe his mom kept two secrets from him for so long. The reality TV star was grateful to reunite with his long-lost brother, Larry. However, Jamal was upset with his mom for keeping him in the dark for so many years. Kimberly made the tough decision to put her son and daughter up for adoption after birth. She couldn't find the courage to tell Jamal the truth, but she is hoping to fix her mistakes. Will she find her daughter soon? Kim Plath got emotional on 90 Day Fiancé when her long-lost son, Larry, reconnected with her. She was glad to meet him and apologized for not reaching out sooner. The reality TV star also confessed to having another child that she put up for adoption. Kim was nervous that Jamal and Larry would be angry with her. However, they didn't judge her and chose to move forward. Kimberly decided to find her daughter after reuniting with her son. She asked Larry and Jamal's support, and they agreed. Jamal never knew he had a brother while growing up. He once heard his mom talking about a daughter when he was very young, but the TLC star never met her. Jamal and Larry are both looking forward to meeting their sister. Kim feels her daughter might be very angry with her. Jamal Menzies is looking for his long-lost sister on The Single Life Season 5. He got emotional when his mom, Kim, found a letter from her daughter's adoptive mom. The 90 Day Fiancé star sat with his co-star, Sophie, and discussed his true feelings. The latter asked if Jamal knew why his mom never tried to reach out to her daughter before. Jamal stated, "I think when you lie to yourself enough and lie to people enough, the stress becomes real, and I think she just didn't want to think about it." Jamal shared how many times he asked Kimberly to search for his sister, but she didn't want to do it, so he started looking for her himself. However, the TLC star couldn't succeed because he wasn't legally allowed to receive any information about her. Jamal feels disheartened that they couldn't find her for so long, but he was more frustrated with his mom for delaying the process. As Mary Pants noted, the reality TV star is focusing on improving his relationship with his mom. Jamal admitted to still dealing with the emotions while talking to the cameras. He pointed at his sister's locket and other belongings. The TLC star just wants to find his sister and work on his relationship with Kimberly. Jamal wants to move forward and focus on them so they can improve on important things.